Do y'all ever watch those house flipping shows on HGTV and think, man, these folks make it look easy? Well, let me tell you about a guy who flipped more than just houses. He flipped his whole life upside down. Up next, we have more proof that reality TV is like the Museum of Social Decay, as we show you what the former TV personality known as Mr. Flip It is up to these days. This is Real Estate Rundown. Here we go. In the competitive arena of real estate investing, few stories have resonated as dramatically as that of Charles Todd Hill. His trajectory from celebrated house flipper on a reality TV show all the way to a convicted real estate fraudster characterizes an extreme fall from grace. His story is not just about personal downfall, but also serves as a cautionary tale about the darker side of the crazy real estate market.
In Northern California, there's a new gold rush.
$1,090,000. I'm going to battle every single day.
Todd Hill's foray into the limelight began with his participation in Flip It to Win It, an HGTV show that aired in 2013. The program featured teams of real estate flippers competing to renovate and sell houses at the highest profit. Although he was not the main host, Hill was one of the more memorable faces on the show, known among viewers as Mr. Flip It for his supposed adeptness at turning derelict properties into gold mines. His on-screen persona was that of a savvy, charismatic developer who could make any property shine, a reputation that Hill enjoyed and cultivated. The format of the show was simple yet compelling. Contestants would bid on homes they hadn't seen inside, win the auction, and then race against time to renovate and flip the property for a significant profit. This high-stakes environment, combined with Hill's confident demeanor, painted him as a real estate maven. But beneath the surface of television success, troubling activities were setting the stage for his subsequent legal battles. While Hill's television career was soaring, his business practices began to raise alarms. From 2012 to 2014, coinciding with his time in the spotlight, Hill engaged in questionable financial activities. These years were marked by ambitious projects and significant cash flows, but not all was as it seemed.
I don't want to go broke. You know, it's inevitable, just not for a while.
Allegations would later surface that Hill was not just mismanaging funds, but was engaging in outright fraud, including grand theft, embezzlement, and diversion of construction funds. One of the most pivotal moments in the unraveling of Hill's career came shortly after Flip It to Win It aired, when his main investor, Max Keach, filed a lawsuit against him. Keach, who had financed more than 90% of Hill's flipping ventures, accused him of pocketing money meant for renovations and falsifying accounts to cover his tracks. Keach's support had been instrumental in Hill's rise, and the investor felt betrayed by the misuse of his funds, which he also claimed helped elevate Hill to his celebrity status. The allegations led to a deeper investigation by the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office. What they uncovered was a pattern of deceit that extended way beyond a single lawsuit. Hill had created a facade of profitability while secretly hemorrhaging money. To sustain his failing business, he reportedly started new companies, transferring assets between them to attract new investors, a classic marker of a Ponzi scheme. This deceptive practice came to a head when authorities arrested Hill in early 2018, following an extensive criminal fraud investigation. It was revealed that Hill had been living a life of luxury on the dime of his duped investors, spending lavishly on apartments in San Francisco, vacations, luxury cars, and hotels, all funded by the money that was supposed to go into his flipping projects.
Once you buy it, you open the door and you see what's there.
We got so lucky. Suckers, we outbid them.
The inside of the house is just thrashed.
This is a total redo.
You build it out like you're gonna live there. You're not gonna live there.
That's why they sell.
In 2019, Hill was indicted on multiple counts of fraud and financial crimes, after a district attorney investigation showed that he had committed multiple frauds against multiple victims. The court proceedings drew considerable media attention due to his former celebrity status. During the trial, evidence exposed the extent of his fraudulent activities, leading to his conviction on several counts of grand theft and white-collar enhancements. Ultimately, Hill was convicted in 2023 of multiple fraud schemes, including scams perpetrated well before the TV show, structured like a Ponzi scheme. Evidence showed that Hill spent the laundered money on a rented apartment in San Francisco, as well as hotels, vacations, and luxury cars. The final phase of the case took place just recently in April 2024, as Hill was eventually sentenced to 4 years in prison in order to pay nearly $10 million in restitution.
Millions made and lost buying houses at auction.
Sold $475,000.
Right on.
Racing against time.
There's a lot of competitors out there and they're doing the exact same thing we are.
You guys can't afford this one. What are you doing here?
It's ours. Well, think about it. Huge risk. You're gonna spend $500,000 and you haven't even gotten to see what's inside. I mean, it's crazy. It's stupid.
The sentencing not only marked the culmination of his legal battles, but also symbolized a dramatic public fall from grace. Victims of his schemes testified at the sentencing, recounting the severe financial and professional damages they suffered due to Hill's actions. The court's decision was a clear message to the real estate community about the serious consequences of fraudulent practices. Real estate fraud happens more frequently than you may think, but you just don't expect to see it taking place on TV. You know what I mean? Todd Hill's story from HGTV stardom to criminal infamy underscores the volatile nature of fame and the perils of unethical business practices. While Hill once portrayed himself as a master house flipper who could turn any property into a profitable venture, his real-life actions revealed a starkly different reality, one driven by deception and greed. This guy's odyssey serves as a stark reminder that in the fast-paced world of real estate flipping, integrity is the most critical piece of any investment. The Chronicle of Charles Todd Hill isn't just about the downfall of a TV star. It's a potent reminder of the enduring value of transparency and ethical conduct in real estate business dealings. It's a fine example of how one rotten apple can spoil the whole bunch, right? Now, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think the sentence fits the crime? Have you ever been deceived by someone in a real estate deal? It's gotta be a sickening experience, don't you think? I mean, can you imagine losing hundreds of thousands of dollars because of someone else's bad intentions? Please leave us a comment below. We sure do appreciate it. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it sure does help us out. This is Real Estate Rundown. Y'all come back soon now, you hear?